going on out there, peeps? All right, we need to talk about the quiet takeover of all of our companies. The World Economic Forum and their Great Reset agenda is very clever, and the people that are involved are very smart. You see, when they want to take over a country or take over the world, they don't go rushing in like this, like a military with guns drawn out and bombs blown up. That's not how they attack you. They attack you from within. They do it politically. They do it through private equity firms. They get you to a point where you have no choice. They eliminate all your alternatives and then say the only way you could get food, clothing, shelter, jobs, education is through us. So in the news today, what do we see? Private equity buying up public companies at a record pace during bear market washout. So you see, they caused the bear market. They caused the economies to crash around the world so that these companies become dirt cheap. They're being bought up by private equities. Well, what is private equity? Let's take a quick look at the top 10. The world's top 10 private equity firms. Do you want to guess who's number one? Yes, BlackRock. We talk about them all the time. BlackRock is not only going around the world offering farmers way above market price for their property, but they're doing the same thing for family homes. And you have to ask yourself, why are they paying such ridiculous amounts of money? I mean, the market is going to crash, but yet they're willing to spend way above market value. That's because they know the money has no value. That's what I've been saying now for the longest time. They're also trying to buy up all of our gold and all of our silver and other precious metals as well as other resources.
Our decision is as follows. No more private property. No more you.
That was a cartoon warning people 60 years ago to be careful of isms, causing division, distractions, while they quietly take over. So as you can see here, the BlackRock Group, look where they're stationed. They have offices in London, Hong Kong, Beijing, and Dubai. They're in all the key demographic territories to do what they need to do for their operations. But here's a bunch of other ones as well. The Carlyle Group, we know these names very well. These are some of the groups that we've been speaking about for a long, long time. So while they keep us distracted with stupid things all day long, stupid viruses that keep magically popping up like we've never seen before, people fighting over politics, people fighting over race, people fighting over transgenderism and all the other isms, they're all just distractions. I mean, Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, they're all just distractions from the media, so that the media does not have to report to you what's really going on. And that is, our companies are being bought up everywhere. Our food supplies are being destroyed. Their goal is to reduce the world's population by a large margin. And they're quietly doing it. And most people are not paying attention. Private equity firms are snapping up public companies at a frenzied pace amid a washout in equity markets that has sent valuations plummeting. In the first half of 2022, buyout funds, which specialize in acquiring controlling interest in a target company. See what they do? They target a company and then just buy the shares until they control it. And then they take it over. Now pay attention to what they plan on doing. So after the controlling interest in a target company announced or completed roughly $110 billion in a take-private deals globally, data for Precoin showed. The figure places the year's deal value on pace to surpass a record total of $181 billion in 2021. So if 2021 was their record year and 2022 is going to beat that, why are they buying up so many of these companies? We used to have a law that kept that kind of manipulation from happening. But somewhere along the line, that law has been changed, or they are just flat ass ignoring it. Because there's not enough people complaining. We're too distracted every day. Oh, look at climate control, heat waves. Yeah, okay, whatever. Monkey viruses, you name it. There's so many distractions out there, and the news is complicit in this. They feed us the crap that we bug about all day long and lose focus on the things that we should be paying attention to. If we don't unite quick, My feeling is it's too late. You got all these people out there in YouTube blowing smoke up people's butt. Yeah, Trump and his people, the white hats, they're taking over. And don't worry, sit back and eat popcorn and stuff. No, get past all that crap, you guys. You're gonna try to tell me after what is it now? 7 years of that, 7 years of it, and they haven't done what they needed to do. They're still needing to create clones and run around. I mean, that's ridiculous. Come on now. Why all that is distracting you from what you should be paying attention to is stuff like this. The rush by private firms to seize, I like how they say this, seize and delist public names follows a sell-off in the U.S. stock that sent the S&P 500 and NASDAQ composite into bear markets in the first half of this year, with high-flying technology names hit hardest. In July, risk appetite improved with the S&P 500 and NASDAQ gaining 9% and 13% respectively. So what they're doing is they're crashing the market. They just keep telling you it's for you. They're lying to you. They go, oh, stimulus checks. Yeah, stimulus checks. And you're like, yeah, I want my free money. That's because you're part of their attack. Stop wanting free money, because trust me, there's people out there saying, I don't care, Pimpy. I'd rather have the free money. I don't give a crap. They're not going to be able to do this. You're deceiving yourself. They're actually doing it now. Oh, Pimpy, you're not going to be able to take over the world. They're not going to be able to do this. Yes. Yes, they are. And they're not doing it with the army. They're doing it by using our own laws and lawmakers against us. The one time we went to go stand up for ourselves and make our voices heard at the Capitol, and instead they labeled everybody as an insurrectionist, claiming that they were a danger to democracy, which is a lie. They were standing up for the constitutional republic. They villainizing people, all militia groups, and it puts them all on their heels. All on their heels. Not to mention that some of the leaders of the group we find out work for the FBI, so it's hard to know who to trust. People around the world keep asking, when is the United States going to do something? And I remember when I first heard that, I was thinking to myself, you can't just wait for us, man. You're going to have to stand up for yourself. But I understand why they want to know what's going on with the United States, because we were supposed to be that beacon of light and beacon of hope, and that's not happening anymore. So private equity firms are running around snagging up companies that are really devalued after what has happened. The RONA was the be all end all. It did exactly what they wanted. Gave them an excuse to lock everybody down, gave them an excuse to crash the economy, gave them an excuse to devalue our currency. It gave them an excuse to take control of the people. It gave them the excuse they needed to violate our own constitutional rights and implement laws and actions that they couldn't do otherwise. This is the New World Order takeover. It was planned for decades, you guys. So who are we up against? Here you go. World Economic Forum, leadership and governance. This is your New World Order government. Pay attention to the people involved. Klaus Schwab, founder and executive chairman. But look at your board of trustees. Some of these names are very familiar to you. Kristalina Georgieva, she's the one who took over for Christine Lagarde, which is down here, this lady here, for the IMF. Look, you got Al Gore. Some of these people you might know from your own countries. So you come down here, you have a president, and it tells you their biography. I'm going to leave you guys a link for this. But look, here's the managing board. So there are layers of their government. Here's the executive committee. Executive fellows. Do you see what I mean? This is the New World Order government. All BS aside, you guys, they have a government. When you go to the website for the World Economic Forum, they have everything broken down in what they call governance. Each section is in control of little sections around the world. Some of them are controlled countries. Some of them are involved in controlling your finances and your trades. They manipulate the markets. They control them. They have what's called the Internet of Things, Web 3.0, in which they get to decide what is allowed on the web. You don't have a say-so. If they don't like what you're saying, they remove you totally off the web. I mean, totally. There's no ways for no emails, no videos, no social media platforms. Dr. Shiva already exposed them, and he showed everybody and laid it out. He found it by accident, and he exposed it. This is what we're dealing with. This is what people should be talking about all through YouTube. Not, hey, the white hats and the clones and the Trump's people are in charge, because they're not, you guys. If they were in charge, then how can you support them as they sit back and let people suffer? I know you're going to try to tell me that they needed to play out. Yeah, okay, keep sitting back there. You see, I keep telling you to go look into something called Operation Trust. And once you look into that, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Anyways, that's it for now. Let me know what you think. I look forward to your comments. I'm out.